Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to do a planner flip for the month of May 2024. So this here is my catch-all planner. I use it especially for work, but everything that happens in my life goes in this planner. So let's go ahead and go into May. I have here the divider. Every month has a colorful divider like this one. This is the one for May, this is the one for June, for example. So let's jump right into it. First off, we are going to go into the goals and habit tracker for the month. So in terms of goals, I already did some analyzing for what I completed and what I didn't. I just got back into using this planner more, so I didn't put a lot of goals. But my focus for the month was to eat healthier and create an exercise routine. And as you'll see in the habit tracker, I did that pretty well. I also had a couple other goals, for example, to go to the gym 15 times, which goes along with this goal here, which was to create an exercise routine. I did that, and I also was able to post at least one YouTube video per week for this channel here, which is Lilies in Paper. I didn't post one reel per week on Instagram, and I'm not really into Instagram at the moment, so I'm really having some trouble with that, but I'm going to try to do that for next month. Now having a look at the habit tracker. So for my habit tracker, I have exercise, hair care, and I divided into 3: hydration, nutrition, and repairing. I also put here meet people, which actually is going out, YouTube, and Instagram. So as you can see, I did pretty well in terms of exercise. I was trying to go at least 4 times a week. This week I ended up going only 2 times, so there you go. But I still have today, which is the 30th and the 31st, so I might be able to do what I need to do, but I'm not sure. Okay. In terms of going out, I did go out quite a lot during the month, as you can see, at least once or twice a week. This week here, it was only once, but aside from that, I did go out quite a few times during the weeks. Okay, so this is the beginning of the month, the goals page, and also the habit tracker. Now let's go into the monthly. So for my monthly, I'm just going to take this out because this is the page marker. So for the month, every month I have the monthly view. As you can see, here's this one. And I also have a half page with my work tasks. And I'm just going to take this out so you can see better what is underneath. So this was my month. Quite a lot of things happened during this month, especially if you see this side here. I have a lot of social events and meetings with people, going out, that kind of stuff. And then on this side here, I don't have as many things as here. So this month was great because I was able to go to the gym most of the days I wanted to. And I was also able to take the cats to the vet. I had a job interview here on the 23rd, and I did go out quite a few days, and we also had a holiday here at the end of the month, so it was a pretty good month. I'm just going to complete it later with the workouts because I did go on Monday and I did go here on Wednesday, so I just have to put this here. But aside from that, it's pretty complete. I love the monthly for this planner. I think it works great. It has quite a few it has quite a bit of space, so I don't feel the need to write down anything else elsewhere about the month. And I also have my tasks here, which I could put here at the side, but I prefer to have this page here because I think I can take it out and also put it elsewhere and have a look at it better out of my planner. So for my work tasks, I did complete most of them, I think. Let me see how many we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I had 15 tasks. Out of them, I didn't finish 3 and maybe these 2 because today I might work on them and then I might finish them. So I completed 10 out of 15 for sure, which for me is pretty good. I think that's a good productivity for the month. And then here at the back, I have the information about the tasks and also when it was started, what I'm waiting on, and who I need to contact to finish the task. Next, I have my meal control here on the left and also my hour controls here on the right. In terms of meals, I didn't start well the month. I had 1 week here that I didn't write down most of the meals I had, but I think I did a pretty good job, especially compared to the other months. So I'm just going to show you. This was April. I didn't write anything here, so that was a big evolution. Here on March, I also didn't write anything. And February, I think I had something written down. Yeah, I started well and then I kind of gave up. And January, I think, was the best month. No, I think this was the best month. So very good evolution here in terms of tracking my food. And in terms of tracking my work hours, I'm also using this little book here. And I use this to write down how many hours I spent on each project. So I'm just going to put this here because it does fit. It is a smaller page than this one, but it does fit the coils. So I'm just going to put this here. But basically, I wrote down how many hours I spent on each one of these documents for my work and then for each project. So I have this project here. The first one was the one I worked the most hours. So I worked 111 hours here. And I had planned 114 hours, so it was great. I did actually follow the plan here in terms of the project hours, but when we have a look at the actual tasks that I had planned, for example here for support T1, I planned 9 hours, I used 24, and for support T3, I planned 30 hours and I spent 54. So in terms of project hours, that was fine, but in terms of task hours, I did miss the mark there, but that's okay. And then for the other projects, I had one that I didn't spend as many hours, but this amount of planned hours I did not plan, it was someone else. So that's why it was quite different, I think. Then for this project here, I planned 15 hours, I used 17 and a half. This one had 0 hours planned, I used 2. This one had 12 hours planned and I used 22 and a half. So overall, I'm pretty happy with my planning in terms of project hours. I think I did pretty well and I really liked the way this was controlled, and I'm going to show you guys how I do my hourly control for each one of my documents and my projects. So that was pretty much it. I tried doing this here, but after a while I decided this was easier to do. Here I have my budget. As you can see, I did not fill up the budget for this month, but I actually have a section here at the back of my planner where I have all of my spending. So this is the spending for May. I have it divided into type of spending and also the total amount. So I just need to get this information and put it here with my revenue and also the other fixed expenses, but I didn't do that yet. Then we get into the weeklies. The first week of May, I didn't use this planner a lot. I actually only used this weekly to count the amount of hours I spent on each project. So on my weeklies, what I like to do is I put all of my meetings here during the week. I didn't put it in this week specifically, but I usually do. I put my meetings, I put my gym hours, I put my social events, and also anything else that is important, for example, a medical appointment or something like that. And then I use the weekends to count the amount of hours I spend on each document for each project. And I use the top row here, the top 3 rows, to write down the amount of hours I spent on each project. So I'm just going to put this a little bit closer so you can see better. On this day specifically, I worked on 3 projects and this was the amount of hours I spent on each one of them. And Friday I only spent hours on 2 projects and I wrote it down here. And then at the end of the week here on the weekend, I write down the total amount of hours I spent for each project during this week. So that's the total amount. And then here on Sunday, usually I detail what was the task I was working on for each project. So for example, for this project here, 53068, I had 3 main tasks. The first one were meetings, so how many hours I spent on meetings for this project. Then I had support here for tier 3, and I also had to write a test procedure for tier 3 as well, so I spent 4 hours here. And that's how I tracked down how many hours I spent on each project and each document for the projects. So the second week, I also didn't use as much as I would like. I did fill up some meetings here at the beginning of the week, but then I didn't do anything at the end of the week. I did, however, count the amount of hours I spent for each document for each project, and also here for each project and in total. However, I did this for both the first and the second week at the end of the month and not during the week, because to create this page here that I have all of my hours and all of the control for the projects, I had to know how many hours I spent on each and every week. So I had to go back to my planner, have a look at it, and then I compiled the information here on the first and the second week, because I do have daily sheets that I'm going to show you. And in the daily sheets, I write down exactly what I was working on for each half hour. That's how I can compile the information here for the weeklies. And then on the third week of May, I decided to actually start using the weekly more actively. So I started using it, like I said, to put down the meetings that I had. And if a meeting was canceled, I would cross out after the week was done. I also put my gym hours here and social events. For example, this after work cat cafe with my coworkers. And here I put also on Saturday my weekly tasks, and this week hours for each task. However, I did end up receiving, after a while, I had bought a subscription box that I have a video here on my channel showing the unboxing of this box. I did receive this half page here, which comes in a smaller size than this one. It's actually meant for this notebook here, which is a little bit smaller, but I found it so cute that I wanted to use it, and I decided to use it to put my weekly tasks. So like I have my monthly tasks on this half page here, I decided to use this one for my weekly tasks. And that's why after a while I decided that I didn't need to use Saturday for my tasks, because I ended up using this half page sheet here for that. And this helped me a lot because it gave me an idea of what I needed to do during the week. And this really helps me because I can organize my day better if I know exactly what I have to deliver at the end of the week. And at the end of the week, I also went back to this task list and I checked what was done, what was not finished, and what needed to be transferred for the following week. That's what you see here. These highlighted tasks are the ones that went to the following week. As you can see, I also put another task page here for this week. I used also for my meetings, my project hours here, and my task hours here. And this helped me a lot. I started using my planner much more after I adapted the system, because I think this makes things a little bit more visual and easier to understand. And at the end of each week, I would go back into this task list and see what else I needed to do. And finally, this is the last week of May. I'm still working on a couple of things. That's why I didn't finish checking out the weekly tasks. But I can go ahead and already do that. May flip. And I also did the end of the week 5 May. I did film that just before this one. But that's pretty much what I do for the weeklies. I think it helps me a lot. However, I do feel like I don't need the weeklies as much as I need the dailies. So I'm going to show you the dailies. These are the dailies. I use them like they are meant to every single day. And at the beginning of the month, I wasn't using this planner as much as I used it at the end of the month. I was using my outliners to mark social events, my gym, and also my meetings in gray. And I use this planner both for my tasks and also for my events, and to write down every single thing I work on during each half hour. That's how I know exactly how many hours I spent on each document for each project. So this is not just a planner, this is also a tracker for my work and for what I do every single day. So as you can see, during the weekdays, I do use this planner quite a lot. And during the weekends, I don't need it as much because I focus especially at work for this planner, but I also use it on the weekends to write down things that I did, but not as much as during the weekdays. So I was using the system with the mild liners until I think the 20th of the month, when I finally decided to print a couple of stickers. So these are the stickers. I use the gray ones for my my work meetings, and I do use the green ones for the gym and also for any medical appointments. And as you can see, I also started using my red mild liner to just mark down the start of my workday and the end of my workday. And I started writing down as well my lunch and my dinners. This way is easier. At the end of the week, I just have to look at my dailies and transfer the information into my meal control here at the beginning of the month. There it is. So this made tracking my lunch and dinner much easier. I highly recommend that. And as you can see, at the end of the month, I ended up using my planner much more, which for me was great because I was able to be more productive and I was able to deliver more than what was expected of me. So that was really, really good. And at the end of the day, that's the goal of your planner. It has to be functional and it has to help you be more productive, or at least be less anxious about stuff. And we are right now on the 31st, which is a day off from my work. So I do have a couple of things that I need to do, like for example, film this video and also complete a couple of things. But I don't have as many tasks as I do during the work days, as I said before. So that was it for May. I think that's the last page we have. And for me, it was a great month because I was able to do quite a lot of things. Now we are going to go ahead and remove the pages from this month because I won't be needing it. I'm just going to leave these, and I'm going to get all of these out, and I'm going to put on my backup planner where I put all of my pages. There you go. And this planner is really fantastic. It's everything that I need. It has daily pages, it has monthly pages, it has weekly pages, it has a budget section. It has absolutely everything that anyone could need. But it's not everything is necessary for everyone. So at the same time that I make this work, if I didn't have the weeklies, I would be fine. So for me, the most important part really is the daily. With the daily and the monthly, I think I would be fine. So let me just put this here on this planner, and I'm going to show you what the beginning of the year looked like. So this is my planner from the beginning of the year. I have been using this planner for quite a few months now, 5 months to be more exact. So I really think it's a great planner, and this system has worked for me so well for the past year, I think, because I did have this kind of planner in the previous year as well. So I did try quite a few planners. I tried Hobonichi, I tried disc-bound planners, and this one was the one that worked the best for me, not because of the format, but maybe it helped, but because it has all the sections that I want and need, and the design itself really makes me happy. So your planner should be should be designed for you. You should like your planner. This way you're going to use it more. If you don't like your planner, you're not going to use it, and there's no point to it, because you won't be more productive if you don't have a look at your planner. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is you should try out a couple of planners before you find the system that works best for you. So don't be discouraged if your current planner is not working so well, and don't think you need to go until the end of the year with this planner if it's not working for you. Anyway, that was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave your like here and also subscribe to my channel. I really hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.